Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. This is my second video. So today I'm gonna be talking about roosters and egg production. So for me, my egg production went down like by a ton. Okay, and this is what you don't want to happen. She missed. I saw a hen this morning. She was laying in there for like 10-20 minutes, and then she missed. So I'm gonna have to, that one, I don't know what's wrong with her. She's like Birdie. She does this every day. Does the same thing, just sits there and then doesn't lay an egg. That's terrible. So, egg production. I did an experiment. That's the one that was laying this morning. So, egg production, I did an experiment. And the experiment was, do you need grit for your chickens to lay eggs? Yes, you absolutely do. My egg production increased by a ton, and I mentioned this in my last video. By giving my chickens grit, it went from 1 egg in the afternoon down to 4 eggs that morning. So, it's kind of a struggle trying to open that door. And there's the egg. Good, grab that. It's warm, she just laid it. It's like sticky. So there's your egg, and it's freshly laid, so you do want to collect them. I never recommend leaving it out there longer. When you find an egg, you take it out of the coop. You don't leave it there and be like, okay, I'll get it in just a minute. Because the longer you leave it, and that's mostly just in hot weather. But sorry, you guys, I'm at a bad angle because I'm trying to lock the coop back up, and that's a process. Okay, I did it. So, because that's where salmonella comes in, the egg. If you leave it out there for a long time, it's salmonella poisoning. So, that's how it works. But what you need for your chickens to lay an egg, you need 1 nesting box for 5 hens. I have 7 hens, so I have 2 nesting boxes. So that's a little over, but that's just what the coop came with. I couldn't help it. I didn't build this coop. If I built it, I probably would have added just like, I don't know, I need 2. But what they need in the nesting box is you want it to always have a lot of hay in it. Because without hay, their ideal spot, you want it to be like super nice and cozy. Because you got to remember, their ideal plan is to go in there, lay an egg, and sit on it until it becomes a chick. That's their ideal plan. That's what they think when they lay an egg. They think that's gonna hatch into their baby. Then we take it and we eat it. So, or sell the eggs. So in my case, I don't sell them. I just eat them. I like my fresh eggs very much. Now with roosters. Roosters, they normally are really aggressive. Or most roosters I met, especially the white Leghorn breed. Mine is super sweet. I'll go in the coop with him. Promise you, he's super sweet. I picked him up this morning, and I was doing a video for you guys, and it had a problem uploading, so I had to delete it because it wouldn't upload. Hey, see, he's very sweet. He's very sweet. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. Hey, big boy. Where's my hand? Oh, I was touching the wrong hand. I was touching the wrong chicken because I'm trying to touch him. Big boy. Just try to peck you every now and then, like, he's rude, but sorry, I can't get a good view. I used to have somebody who filmed, but she's inside eating lunch right now, so I'm filming it myself. Which is okay. So I gotta move the coop, although I moved it yesterday. They're all trying to get out again and peck at stuff. So with roosters, you need them to fertilize your eggs. So if you're gonna allow your chicken to do their ideal plan, you need a rooster because he's gonna fertilize them. And that's how they hatch. If you don't have 4 legs, it's not gonna hatch. So, and then he'll also protect your hens. So don't ever bang on the gate or anything and try to frighten him, because then he pictures you as a threat, and he's trying to protect his hens, and that's all he wants to do is protect his hens. And so if you're being a threat to his hens, then he's gonna come after you. It makes sense. So the nesting boxes, you don't have to make them really big. You can make them super tiny like mine. Mine are not very big, but they love the nesting boxes. There's none. I heard an egg drop. I'm going to check on her. And then you want the whole tight, because I felt like my rooster wasn't gonna. You done? I think she's just now laying it because she's standing up. Because they stand up as they lay their eggs. If you didn't know that. Because I've literally watched my chickens lay their eggs before. Because every time I come out here, there's a chicken laying. But you want it to be really tight. I thought my rooster wouldn't fit up here. I was like, oh no, that's terrible. Well, he is just. You want it to be like a really tight squeeze so they feel nice and safe in here. And that'll make them want to lay eggs up here more. The tighter the squeeze, the more they want to lay eggs up here because it's like, but I don't recommend it literally where it's like impossible. Like it's like a hassle to get up here. But you want to where they can get up here, but it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. So that way they feel more safe, and you want that especially in the nesting boxes. And if you don't already have this, I recommend putting a little edge right here, the edge right there. That goes up and down the coop. Not up and down the coop, but up and down the nesting boxes. You want something so they can't kick the hay out. Because when I had my chickens in here, there is no, there's no way. Like, they always kick it off because that's not really a line. Because I filled it up over the line. And so they always kicked it off because there wasn't much of a little wooden part right there. But now this is my duck coop. Why do I have that chair there? I got out this morning and my dog was out and she just got spayed. So like this is the one day we let her out and just roam a little bit, go to the bathroom because it's been a couple days since her surgery. So we thought it'd be fine to let her out for a little while. Then my ducks get out, but she didn't hurt any of them. All of them were in the garage. I'm surprised she didn't hurt any of them. But yeah, you want it to be a tight little squeeze for them, and you want something right there to block it. So that would, and I think it's better to have something like that where they can step over, because then it feels like more, like you have like a little bit of, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like a little wall right there for them, and so it supports them too. Like, I think it'd be hard to sit in if you had like a really tiny nesting box and then no ledge, because that ledge holds them in there and they know that's the limit. That's where you put your eggs right there. So that's what you need for nesting boxes. It's something really small. And then we're back with roosters. You don't want a mean rooster, and how to prevent a mean rooster. You have to, the day I could tell he was a rooster, which was how big his comb was, I started spending extra time with him. So I spent more time with him than I did any of the hens. But I did end up getting rid of a hen because she was pecking at me. She was spiking her neck feathers up and then charging at me and then pecking me like to death. She drew blood, but don't worry, I didn't. I probably should have, but I didn't. She's fine. I gave her to another home. I just gave her away. But it's to people that don't get in the coop. Like they feed their chickens, and then because they're busy, not really busy, they just feed their chickens and go. They don't really like spend a lot of time. If you're like me, and you spend a ton of time with your chickens, and one's pecking at you every time you try to get in the coop, that's really a pain. So I gave her away to a home with like 7 chickens. We have 8 here, so now Nan finally has some. So now, the person I gave her away to has 8 chickens now, I think. It's either 8 or 7. And then, as you can see here, I filled this up this morning, and it's already gone. It's 11. No, it's 12 now. But yeah, you want a nice rooster, and then all his life I'm giving him raisins because we read raisins lower his aggression levels, and he's a really sweet rooster. So I guess I just recommend giving your chickens raisins. Now, his comb is so big. I've never seen a rooster like him in my life. This is my hand. You can compared to, no, it's not that. This is my hand. I'm trying to compare my hand to his comb. Oh, he's gonna peck at me because he thinks I'm food. He loves me. I snuggle him. He snuggles me. It's just because my finger's so close up to the camera. But his comb's pretty big. Yeah, that's how big his comb is compared to my hand. It's as big as my hand. So his comb is huge. So he literally couldn't fit his head through this feeder. So we had to cut it. I came out here and tried so many different times to stop. Tried so many different times. Get away. I tried so many different times to cut that part off, that one little nub right there. But it still, you couldn't get it off. We even got the wire cutters and it didn't work. So every time, I can't use this feeder because Roosty, he knows where he goes, but it scratches his comb and he doesn't care. He's just so hungry. He doesn't even care if it scratches his comb. It bleeds all over his neck. Like, he doesn't even care. So I have to come out there and put Neosporin on him and then wipe him down with a wet paper towel because I don't want people coming over and like, what happened to your chicken? Oh, just got scratched by the feeder. We're still using that feeder even though it makes him bleed. That'd be pretty terrible. And if you have a chicken tractor, I recommend moving it a bunch. So my egg production increased a ton when I gave them grit, like I mentioned. So I just mixed that in with their food. You can mix it in with their food, or you can just give it to them plain, but I know mine wouldn't eat just crushed granite, just regular crushed granite. And I didn't even know what grit was until somebody said, oh, give this to your chickens. I'm like, what is grit? So, like, I was thinking, like, the actual grits. I was like, I can give them that, but no, it's just grit, and it gets in their gizzard and helps them, gets in their gizzard and grinds all their food up better for them. And so I used to have my chickens separated. Well, I didn't separate them. They separated themselves. All the brown ones were up here. That one's still laying up there. I'm about to push her out. But all the brown ones were kept up here. Oh, this is a pretty big area. You don't want them really kept up here in the roosting area where they go to bed. That's terrible. You don't want them there. So they were up here and all the white leghorns were down there because my white leghorns are mean. And my hens are even smaller than those hens and they're still there. I don't know how my little hens got to boss them around. Well, at first, my buff Orpington, she's back there somewhere. Here's my buff Orpington. Come here. Her name's Patricia. She's my buff Orpington. And she was pecking at all my other little white leghorns. She's pecking at Blue Eye. She's basically all my white leghorns. Well, she was going to go and she was showing everybody she was boss. Well, we put Roosty in because we were just adding, we had all the brown ones in the coop. Now we're going to add all the white ones in the coop because we had to collage them together because the chickens couldn't just stay in that other, because we had to move them in this coop no matter what. But if we took the coop, the guy wouldn't have a coop for all these chickens, so it had to come with the 4 chickens. So I added Roosty in, and she was pecking him. They were fighting for a good while, and Roosty spurred her, and he spurred her a little bit by her face. It didn't really hurt. He poked her like right underneath the eye, and she didn't hurt anybody anymore. But they were cooped there for literally a good while, until I asked somebody. It was like I told somebody, and I was like, my chickens are like fighting, and they said put the mean ones in a cage, and then leave the nice ones in there. But I added one mean one in with all the other nice ones, so they were out. The mean one was outnumbered, so I didn't think it'd peck at them. I did that to everybody. It worked. So now they're with each other now. They didn't just get used to each other because I don't think that works very well. But she is still in here. Promise she's been here for at least like 30 minutes. From 30 minutes to an hour. I'm actually being broody though because I heard an egg drop. You're stinking it up in here. What are you doing? What's she doing? I know she's got an egg somewhere. Well, we're just gonna leave her in there just because she's determined to sit on that egg, because I'm pretty sure she's got an egg. How do you know she's got an egg in there? Because she was sitting there for like 20 minutes. I even heard the egg drop. Sorry about the helicopters. That was the airplane. I just looked up in the air. Okay. So that's what you need. for egg production. So what I'm trying to say is you need to get good eggs, you need grit, a good ideal nesting box for hatching chicks, even though you're not going to hatch chicks, and then a nice tiny little squeezed in area for them. And then on a nice rooster, raisins spend more time with him than anybody else. And then the purpose of having a rooster is so he'll protect your hens, and so you can have fertile eggs. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I still am happy that I got 8 views on my last video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.